For this video, we're going to be talking about the comparator, or basically how to look at your scores. In the dashboard, if you get scores back, you can see that the exercise name will appear here. You can click on it to start viewing it. So basically, you can see what you've done. So this is exactly what I entered in the last video. And you can choose to do these here. Now, more importantly, you can see your scores. For example, I get 0.88 or 88% for this problem. And there's a comment that the professor has left me. It's basically a sample comment, so I didn't type in anything meaningful. If you see the next disease, you can see that I got 0 because I didn't put any effort into it. That comes out to 44%. Your professor may put out a comparison of your answers to a standard. To view these, click on the exercise. Then click Comparator. If a comparison is available, you will see it here. So on the left are the answers or the symptoms that you put in. On the right is the standard or the correct answers. You can see that for this one, I put in the same phenotype, but the professor has taken off marks because my frequency and my onset are very different from what's entered in the answer key. For this one, it's exactly the same, so it's 100%, and likewise for this one. So you can see that scores are assigned per system, and then they're averaged across all systems weighted according to the number of phenotypes in each system. This one I didn't put in anything, whereas this phenotype is entered for the answer key, so I have 0% for this one. But it's not that big of a deal because they're weighted, so I wouldn't lose many marks for this. Now for this big chunk of phenotypes, you can see that I got 93%. You see that I have a lot of the same answers. That's why it's a 93%. But even for those that I didn't get the exact same answer, for example, the answer is areflexia, and I chose areflexia of lower limbs, I still get partial marks because this is the same type of phenotype, except that this is a bit more specific than it should be. I have Babinski sign, and I have this thing, ataxia, except I chose episodic, so it's a bit more specific than needed, so I got some marks off there. And then this one is the same. So in the annotator, I could have entered details. You can see that they've entered details for the answer key. So I can, learn from this, and then next time I'll do better. For the last system, I chose a thoracic scoliosis, and the answer is scoliosis. So I actually got a 73%, if you can see in the gap here. To view the standard, click on the pencil icon, and you can view the standard as is. If the standard has references, you can also view the references. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy using Phenotate. If you have any questions, be sure to visit the community, where you can discuss everything from feedback, comments, and also you can discuss amongst yourselves in the student zone. Enjoy!